So here I'm in the Platinum Recruiting OSA library. Have you guys checked this out? Have you guys looked at this? Okay. First of all, let me give you the ID number that I want you to pull up. Okay. This right here, I want you to pull up ID 3907. Open that up on your screen right now, your other monitor that you have open. All right. But if you're not investing time on, learning and studying how to recruit, hire, and train a world-class team with our model, it's just a big mistake. The beginning of this library has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our best Zoom meetings on exactly how to recruit, hire, and train world-class people. Okay. 7 hours of training right there. It's its own seminar, the first parts of this library. There are 124 files in this library. There is no reason anyone here should struggle getting people, hiring people, and all that kind of stuff. But the truth is, we do. All right, so we're going to go down here. We're going to pull up this outside sales agent agreement for reference. Okay, and I'm going to pull that up right now. I got it somewhere here. Just got to find out what I did with the thing. What did I do with it? Well, I'll just download it again. Okay. I'll pull that up myself. Here it is. Okay. Outside sales agent position agreement. All right. So what I did to try to get you guys on the first Tuesday of the month session this month was, remember, every first Tuesday of the month, we drill down on how to recruit, hire, and train a world-class team. We're going to get into that at some level, on these first Tuesday meetings. Okay. And we may spend a lot of time on it. We may just get into a very specific piece of it. But what I've been noticing, and what brought this up, is there's some churn going on. Like, you're bringing people in your company and they're not working out, or they're not being very productive, or the expectations that you have for what they were going to do aren't being met. Okay. I'm like, yeah, this is all a front end problem. Okay. So I'm going to take you down to the part of the outside sales agent agreement, which for me would be the thing that matters the most to me. Okay. And may not matter the most to you, but we can see when we take a look at it. So I'm just scrolling through the pages here, and I'm going to head down to one of the last couple of pages right here. Okay. Right after the signature page. I don't know which page it is. That's why I'm scrolling down through it real fast. So here we go. Schedule D, onboarding, training, accountability, and expectations. So go to Schedule D. Looks like page 12 in this agreement. Your employee, admin, and your ISA and your OSA agreements should spell out perfectly what happens next. Okay. There should be no question by your new hire what happens next, which means your hiring day is in here, your onboarding day, your onboarding system is in here, and your training system is in the agreement. Okay. So I provided it for you on this agreement here that you can model. Okay. So let's go through and let's do 2 things. What happens the very first day? Okay. That's pretty important, right? And then what happens the next 30 days, so that we can be super, super productive with this key person for a lifetime. All right. So the first step is expectations. So your agreements must set expectations. So we'll use agent, for example. Whether it's an employee, ISA, OSA, it doesn't matter, but every agreement has this. Okay. So for example, the first thing that we have here on Schedule D is this OSA productivity system. So we're setting expectations. My expectation is that every day you're going to do at least one of these 8 things. At least one. You don't have to do them all, but you have to do at least one. You're going to be a part of this process. Okay. And that's it. Just do at least one of those 8 things a day, just one. But over the course of the week, all of these should have gotten done. Okay. Got it? All right. So everybody's like, okay, yes, I got it. All right. So you're going to be measured by this. Okay. So if you were to do all of those things, like, you can't just show offers every day. Okay. Yeah, I showed houses. I can't just show houses. You can't show, I showed houses today. I showed houses yesterday. I showed houses the day before and the day before that and the day before that. But if that's all you do, you never sell anything. You're just a taxi cab driver. I hope you're getting paid, right? You guys get it. So that's why you have to do all of these over the course of a week. There should not be a week that goes by that you don't get at least all of these done. All right. So now let's take a look. New appointments. Okay. Would your agent be booking appointments? No, they're not going to book appointments. That's not our model. Okay. But we just use that word for them, meaning they are on an appointment. I went to a listing appointment. I went to a buyer appointment. Okay. I did an appointment. Okay. That's it. Did you do an appointment today? No. Okay. Well, you got to do at least, you got to do an appointment this week. Okay. So, do you show houses? No, you got to show houses this week. All of it has to get done. Okay. Did you write any offers today? No. But let's say they did at least all of these activities. Okay. At least all of these activities each week. You know what that means? You're selling 4 homes a month. And guess what the agreement has? The agreement here has a minimum of 3 sales a month. Because if we're selling less than 3, they get fired. Okay. Because we're providing them with the business to do that to scale. All right. So now everybody understands what productivity is. There's activity and productivity. What did you do today? Well, you know, I talked to a bunch of customers. You talked to a bunch, yeah? Yeah, I called a bunch. I sent some emails. Okay. Well, dude, congratulations. You didn't do jack crap. It's activity masquerading as productivity. This is the productivity list. This is what you do. You go on a new appointment. Talking to nobody does, you don't get credit for that. You get credit for the things that are productive. There's an outcome model. Let me repeat that. It's called a results-based model. The results matter. It's the result of things that you're looking for. All right. And here's another expectation. Reporting. They have to report their activities. Called end of day, end of week, end of month, whatever you want to do, reporting. Okay. Now let's pause there on these 2 things right here and why I'm setting this up for you to get to the real piece. Because if they don't do it, it's either you're breaking down on your agreement to provide the resources for them to do these things, like appointments. Like they can't go on an appointment if I don't provide them an appointment. Correct? Yes. If they don't write offers if they don't know how to write the offer, like trial close, for example, that means you got a training problem. They can't put anything under contract if there's no offers coming in on the listing, which means I got a sales issue. Okay. We could do an hour and a half long call on every single one of these. You guys know that. Okay. They're not getting any buyers under contract because they're not following the 72-hour rule and process, which is part of our sales training. Okay. They're not getting any 5-star reviews because they don't know how to ask for them. They're not part of the process. They haven't set it up or whatever it might be. So you're not providing the resources that you need. That would be it. Or you are providing the resources that you need and they're not doing it. So if you're providing the resources, but they're not doing these things, okay, they've agreed, I understand what this is. So when you do your performance reviews, you get to say, what's happening here? Are we not providing the resources? Yeah, you got, why aren't you doing this? Whatever, and it's like, well, then I guess we need to do some recurring training in your own probation. And they've already agreed to go on probation if they're not doing the things that were laid out in expectations. If they're not reporting to you, they've agreed to be on probation. They've agreed to quit. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to bake in the expectations first, and then everything else is pretty easy from there.